My name is Gabriela Gonzalez, and I met Mary 8 years ago. I was an eager university student who wanted to make a difference, and I got involved in politics. I showed up to an MP's office, and I said, I want to help. And there I met Mary. Mary was working for this incredible MP, and what really struck me was that Mary was someone who, from the very beginning, she was empowering and she was supporting young people. And not just young people, but she was especially supportive of young women, women who wanted to make a difference. And for me, from the very first day, I was quite impressed. I was admiring this woman who was quite busy, who had very senior roles, but still would take the time to come in and support women and give them important roles that they could grow, they could learn. And I think for me that mentorship, that sponsorship is what's so important, what really sets Mary apart, and what has helped me and many other people in Ontario and Canada to help them succeed. Well, I got to know Mary a little bit better. A few months later, her father was actually quite ill, and she took time out of her very busy schedule to take care of her dad. And that's when I became Mary's biggest fan. Someone who was so busy, who still had the values to go in and help her father, and those values that we all have, that we all cherish. To me, that's what really sets Mary apart. Because many people can sponsor other women, young people, but someone who will do that and at the same time take care of an ill relative, that's someone who stands out, and someone who's got very strong values. And those are two examples that, to me, exemplify who Mary is and why she will be an excellent member of Parliament. She's someone who really puts others before her. She's someone who advocates on behalf of other people, and that you need a champion. You need a champion for Markham Thornhill, and that's why I'm supporting Mary. That's why I will be here every day to make sure that she gets elected on April 3rd.
Can I ask the first question?
Yes, please.
So Mary mentioned that women get the voting rights not so long before when men has that same right.
Right.
So can you ladies tell me that what you have today, but you didn't have it 20 years ago?
Yeah, well, the first thing would be respect. Well, however many years ago, we didn't have the respect that we are now having here in society. So I think that's a huge thing, a huge improvement for us. Yes.
It wasn't until 1929 that women were given the right to be persons under the law. That right had to go all the way to Britain because under the British North America Act, women were not legally considered persons. So you can see that's in our mother's lifetime for many of us. So it took 100 years to get the vote. That was 100 years ago for most of us, but not till 1929, persons under the law. That's important.
It's a very famous person case. Women eventually became person under the law. And I'd like to add one thing is, doesn't happen because a group of women get together, fight for it.
Right.
So that's what happened in the history, and I hope it's going to happen in the future. And then we get together and we fight for our rights.
Right.
Point of International Women's Day. It is an opportunity. Look at this room of incredibly accomplished women who who are professionals in their own right, who are community leaders, they're caregivers, they're parents, and to celebrate our ability to achieve is something that I hope to do by being elected, in my case, and supporting leadership in women generally.
But just to mention that we earned it. We earned it. It wasn't given to us straight-laced. We have proven ourselves. We have climbed up the ladder on our own. We expanded our horizon. So I think women, it took a long way, and we earned it. And totally, I think everybody should respect us for that.
Maybe you have to